Hello and welcome back to some more Age of Empires HD Edition gameplay. And today we're just going to be covering another one of the multiplayer games I played with a friend of mine. This would have been, when did I do it? On the 13th, so a fair old while ago. Only just got around to doing it. But you can see all the all the bits on there anyway. So you get an idea of what's happening. But yeah, let's crack on. It's just another deathmatch game. No real different as to how things went last time, so we're just going to do a lock view on me for the time being. Usually I play regicide on my own, but because I'm playing with a friend of mine, we both just play on deathmatch. Whack the difficulty to moderate just so it gives us a chance to see what the AI are going to get up to. But normally the AI just advance at a million miles an hour and we then sort of go from there. But you can see what I'm doing here. Initially, I've just got my villagers building absolutely everything, and I'm not in the slightest bit interested in gathering resources. But you can see there my food's just suddenly started dwindling like it's going out of fashion along with my gold. And that's because what I'm doing is building, well, I'm getting villagers and I'm getting militia right from the word go. Basically, just so I've got a vague defense on the off chance that the enemy decide to have a bit of a funny moment with me. But you can see now, because I've got villagers being produced, it then means that I'm gathering resources. I really struggled with that. This is probably one of the more looser ways which I play. Even when I play deathmatch just on my own against AI, I don't actually play in this style. I play a little more conservatively, and I've never built barracks this quick in deathmatch, even when I play on my own. But I thought I'd take a leaf out of the AI's book, and I'll just start spamming things right from the word go, just to really see how we get on. So all these camera movements, these were taking place at the time of playing this game. So whilst you can't see what I'm clicking on, I'm just basically looking at various things and choosing where to place them. Yes, watch the wolf down there, otherwise we could be in a spot of bother. I think at that point, I don't actually think I researched loot. No, I didn't. But I'll give this wolf its due. I mean, I'm not even slightly interested. I'll just sort of do my own thing. Here it comes. It gets stuck. I don't know where it goes in the end. In fact, let's take view lock off. You can see there it tried to attack my not my forage bush, my forager. Right, so we've now got control, so we can basically now just go about and see what I'm up to. You see, I've got ports being built, I've got fishing vessels being produced. I think I do the same down here as well. I end up just spamming loads of units to try and get as much resources in as possible. And you can see there that the AI have already started advancing. So here's the first of the AIs. And they are the Spanish. Well, because Cortez, duh. Next is the yellows, and they are the Persians. And I love playing as them, and I hate playing against them. And then you got General Uji Muntok, which is this chap here, and he is the Koreans. Again, another faction I love playing as, hate playing against. Oh, his chap's getting completely stuffed by 2 wolves, so that was never going to work. Yep, send the lads down to take them out. Right, anyway, let's go back up to me. So, back up to me, I said. Thank you. So you can see here, we've basically we're getting more fishing vessels going out, so we're just going to start re-hammering those resources. Now, I don't know if I end up, because obviously I've got 2 villagers going up to the stone mine, that's my usual MO. 5 on gold, 2 on stone for every mine going. I'm just spamming houses at this point, just to basically get that population limit up as far as possible. So it's got 1 left. Do I actually... Yeah, another 15 from there. So we have a look at my ally, see what my ally is doing. He's playing as... who are you playing as? Chinese. Jolly good. So you can see he does a similar thing. He sort of just... Interestingly, he plots down a load of houses and then just lets his villager just just automatically goes along. It's not a bad way of doing it. So you can see his micromanagement is getting steadily better for each passing game. He's got more villagers now, getting various resources and not all focusing on a particular resource, which is always a good way to go about things. So I've got 2 gold mines on the go. I think I just have the 1... No, I have 2 stone mines going, so steady supply of resources. I've got my fishing vessels out here, or fishing ships, just focusing on all the food. I didn't even realise that they were there. If I did, I would have sent him out to go and grab them. Yeah, now I'm going up to the feudal age. I think at that stage I then I do look at getting some wood choppers on the go, some loggers. Can I tell what stance? No, I can't. Well, I didn't. Normally I have like a stand ground stance on my militia so they don't wander off. And look at that, my allies advanced the feudal age, my mate's done it, and I'm still lingering in the dark age. I'm usually one of the well, out of us 2 anyway, I'm always the first to advance. So now I'm sat at the back. They're just sort of doing their own thing. I think when I do advance the feudal age, I'm sure I have one of these 2 builders basically build a massive wall across here, which in the end actually saves my bacon quite considerably. Look at that, I advance and he advances. I've got no chance. That was who was that? Was that you? No, that wasn't you. Was it you? Yeah, it was you. Oh, look at that. They're having fun. And steal their sheep. Bit harsh, isn't it? Ah, here we go. Ah, yes, now I send my horse up to gather these 2 sheep. So who did I have? Who did... Oh, okay, so oh, you can go away for a start. Have I done loom at this point? Yes, so my villagers got a bit more health. So the Spanish and the Persians basically just start going at each other, which does really help out, ultimately. It makes my life so much more easier. But the beauty of it is, I start building this wall. I think I get to about here, give or take. And these guys decided to come over and say hello. I think they've got a few things already. Dead. I don't know why the sound isn't working for them attacking, because normally it is, but it's probably because I'm zipping around because it's going out of style. Oh, they can go away for a start. The beauty is, because I can re-watch games that I've played, it basically means I can look for any mistakes that I've made and then rectify them for a later game. So yeah, I'm getting tracking done. So basically, I'm just upping the capacity of my troops, just make them that little bit better. So I'm not actually doing anything wood related at the moment. I'm just getting everything that's food related. I mean, these guys are still, well, they're now building on God knows what. Yeah, I mean, they're brave. They're brave. So anyway, what was my issue? I had an issue somewhere. Someone couldn't build something. Was it because of... Ah, here we go. Yeah. Look, the AI have already decided to come up and say hello. I'm about here. This is where the AI proves it's a bit... Now, what's the word I can use? Dim. Yeah, I think at this stage, yeah, I've seen them coming up. So I've just got these guys ready. With this, I could have held off these attacks. But you see what I'm doing? They're attacking my wall. All they've got to do is come up here. That's all they had to do. If they'd have come up here, that would have changed the complexion of absolutely everything. But they just don't. So I think ultimately, I don't even bother attacking. I leave them to it. I get this chap to build the wall. I build a gate, I think, up here so he can just sneak in. And I'm just busy building things at this point. I'm not the slightest bit bothered because they're posing no threat. I mean, you look at they've got buildings coming along here. They've got plenty more units coming up. All they had to do was go around here. And they just didn't. I mean, look at it. They're just sending absolutely everything. They've been quick off the mark, but it's just militia. And then you got archers, and you got cavalry archers as well. They could have just gone up there. That's all they had to do, but they didn't. And then because I see they bring horses, I start producing spearmen. And I think I've got a village made there. Do I do? Yeah, I start upgrading my archers. I think at this point, I then build archers after doing a bit of research on them. Oh yes, the singular wolf that gets an idea. I mean, look at this. They had so much potential to cause me some bother. And then they just give up. I mean, this is all just that's just a mess. I mean, they're quite content to do their own thing. I must forget about him for a while. What are you doing? Ah, I've got you building towers. Excellent. Am I building archers yet? Yes, just started in fact. So, what's my ally up to at this point in proceedings? He's basically doing what I'm doing. He's creating a load of fishing ships to bring in plenty of food. Got a little bit of an army going off. He's got he's basically micromanaged that quite nicely. So we hop back over here. I don't really know what they're doing. Oh, because the Persians decided to have a little bit of a hello moment with them. Well, there we go. But even so, that would have made no difference. They could have had all their men here. Wouldn't have done anything. How much damage did they do to my wall in the end? Hardly anything. It's just silly, to be fair. I mean, look at that, they got bloody war elephants all over the gaff. Oh, I don't know. I mean, look, they got onagers and all now. They just take each other out. It just makes my life so much more easier. And look, now they come back again. I think I'll cross that away from the building. Not too far. Yeah, I'll just start building more towers. I've literally got to the point where I'm just not bothered. That'll be the lumber camp I'm building, so I've got 15 villagers cramming out of there. That'll be my lumber team. Fishing vessels are slowly decimating the local fish populace. I mean, again, They only had to be a little bit faster. Now, why didn't I build a stables? I don't know. Suppose I didn't. I think I build one eventually, but I don't start with it in the end. I think this mangonel actually single-handedly proves to be a bit of a problem initially. Oh yes, next villager goes up to continue the building. Oh, it was so close. But even through all this, I'm under no real problems. I mean, we nip back down here, and the Koreans are attacking on two fronts. They should have, what they needed to have done, and look at that, see, prime example. These things will friendly fire. Like, let's say that you've got 5 militia attacking him. These mangonels will still fire at him regardless of who is around. So you've got to really be sure that if you're having these things... Look at that, look! They just took out their own monk and their own mangonel. They almost took out their own horseman. I mean, you know, it's just... They're dangerous. But again, this is what I don't get. Okay, so you've got the Spanish and the Koreans all after the Persians. Okay, fair enough. But why would you attack on two fronts when you're going to have one that's significantly weaker than the other? Like, in this case, this force is significantly weaker, and it gets to the point where I just get bored of watching them, and I just start doing my own thing around here. I'm just building things. I think once I get to 15 or 30 archers, I send these archers out to their deaths, mostly to take that out and then kill everything else in the process. But yeah, I mean, it was just a silly move by them, really. Yep, build the next one. Do I actually put him in a tower at one point, or do I just leave him to it? No, I must have left him to it. Now, admittedly, I could have sent out the spearmen, I could have sent out the two-handed swords, the man-at-arms even, not two-handed swordmen. And that would have been that. Ah, hello, here's the stables that I start building. That's not very far away. This is where they went wrong. What they shouldn't have done, they shouldn't have focused on the towers, and they should have just committed to taking out the wall. It would have made so much more sense, but that's just them. So anyway, you can see what Malai's done. He's in the process of building a massive wall. He's getting a few various bits built. It's nothing that's too expansive. I mean, you can see what the AI do. The AI expand to amazing amounts, and I don't really tend to be fair. I mean, I've only built the wall there because it just it gives me that mine, and it then gives me a lot more woodland to play with for resources. So here come the archers. Basically, I think I send them out initially to take that out, and then yeah, I think that yeah, it would take. I'd get them to take that out, and then I just leave them around here just to be a bit of a pain. And now the Persians are having a pop at the Koreans, but I just think it's daft for them to do so himself. But of course, what this does, you can see that the Spanish just don't have anything now, and this ultimately pays quite happily for me. When I come to launching my inevitable attack, I basically come up with no resistance, and it just turns out to be one of the easiest games I've played. How's that doing anyway? These guys were never meant to survive for too long. They were literally just to try and thin a few numbers at best. So, the cavalry get produced, I've got houses still being built, I've got food being collected, I've got wood on the go. I don't know how long I leave them guys there for before I realise that they're not doing anything. All my fishing vessels are doing the right thing. Oh, I'm yawning. What am I doing? Am I actually doing... Ah, yes, I'm going into the castle age. And again, because you're playing Deathmatch, it means you get a massive supply of resources to start with. I wasn't doing anything with that. Don't actually know what I'm doing at this point. I must have just been watching them take place.
Ready.
Okay, so there we are at the castle age. You can now see I'm researching things at my barracks. I've got that at my town centre. I'll give the Koreans their due. They keep trying, but unless they attack me with anything that's overly meaningful, then it's just a complete waste of time. However, I must say I'm not overly keen on them continuously wiping out my villagers.
Yay.
I do that because it doesn't match with my symmetry. I've got like self-diagnosed OCD, that sort of thing I must do. I think they actually get in at this point. I'm sure they do. Let's take off and regain control. Oh, did they get in? Oh, yeah, because they took a hole out of there. How bloody stupid. And here we go again. Have we got anything meaningful coming up? No, they've basically given up attacking me, which is absolutely fine. What do I do with them in the end? Ah, I'm researching light cavalry. That's fine. Am I building a university somewhere? Oh, I got movement. Ah, yes, I send them out to be the retaliation force. Doesn't upgrade as militia. Well, that's your hardship there, Chief. Nothing I can do about that if you're prepared to be that bloody stupid. So, not really a great deal happening. This is one of the more sedate games I ended up playing. There's the university. Start getting my wall repaired. I think the first thing I research in my university is fortified walls, and then I go into guard towers. Where is my cavalry? Oh, I thought I actually sent them out to be a pain. They just sat there. Yeah, me. So, let's have a cheeky peek what my allies up to. Yeah, plenty of... He's just getting his resources gathering. He's probably focused way too many villagers on one singular mine. His best bet would have been to probably do what I do and have maybe 5 villagers per gold mine. Just it spreads it out, and thus it means you get probably a greater amount of gold coming in at any one time. Ah, here we go. Here's my pain in the backside. Retaliation force. Well, that was that. That was really no problem at all. Oh, it was the guard tower I researched first. Oh, okay. I thought I would have researched the fortified walls first, but okay. So what am I researching now then? Nothing. Excellent. Now you see what's happened there is that gold mine's been depleted and they've just scurried over to there, so they've kind of just started doing their own thing, but I think I then start spreading them out once that one gets finished. I mean, that's only got, what, 800 bits of gold left in it. Another lumber camp being built. Yep, we're now attacking each of their buildings and destroy them as we go further down. And then what I end up doing is, when do I build the castle? More to the point, where do I build it? I think I built it around here. You can see how much that's almost lost 300 gold just by having that many villagers around there. Okay, that's the gate built. More villagers. I've got 2 more. I'll probably employ both. Yeah, I think the 15 I created out of there was straight for this wooden area. Still building the houses. Well, I've not got much in the terms of a gap to play with. Now where are you going? Oh, you're building the monastery. Oh, excellent, because there's the relic right there. So, if we have a look down there, you can see the Koreans just really don't have anything. They've got these, like the turtle ships and everything else, but, you know, it's just... they've got absolutely nothing. It's amazing. Every other game I've played, they've normally had something in reserve, and just sort of, you know, send wave after wave after wave after wave after wave after wave after wave, and it just gets incredibly tedious. And now, it's like they just didn't have anything. Ah, there's the castle. So I started building my towers just along the coastline, on the off chance that they started sending in transport ships. Right, now do I send the first 5 there and then the first 5... Oh, I know what I do. I send the first 5 there and then the other 5 up there, because I forget that I had a gold mine sat here. But I'm sure that's what happened. Okay, that's one of the monks made. Yep, straight for the relic. More crossbowmen being produced now. Oh, and the siege workshop. Do I either... I don't even know why I actually build siege workshops, because I never actually utilise them to their fullest potential. Okay, so we'll stick on my view for the time being and just enjoy the show. Okay, there's the fortified wall that's been done. Not sure when I actually start upgrading the Imperial Age. I think it's quite quick. Oh yes, I send those villagers out to go and get gold out from me, and I still neglect to realise about the gold mine that was sat right under my nose the entire time.
Greeting.
Ready.
Okay, that's the first castle built, so I think what I end up doing is I may create the... Oh, I'm in the Imperial Age. I'm just this second going up. Okay, so I think I start creating the long bowman now, and then I've got like a two of both halves. Don't know what I was doing there. Research.
Greeting.
Why did I research war galleys? What did I possibly think was going to happen? Yeah, so you can see at this point I'm just scanning around just enemy bases, just getting to an idea of really what's going on.
Greeting.
Mandatum.
Ah, yes. My enemy gets attacked by the Spanish. They bring petards along with them. Bloody hate petards. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. What I was doing, I built a second castle? Really? I didn't think I did. Mind you, I played this god knows how many days ago, so it makes sense I would have forgot about it.
Ready.
I will record some gameplay of Age of Empires where I'm actually playing it live, per se. So instead of it being pre-recorded, and I'm just basically going over what I've done, I'll actually play it an actual live game. Most likely just against the AI. Okay, Imperial Age, here we are. Now we can really get the party started. I think what I end up doing with that third castle, in fact I build 30 longbowmen, or create 30 longbowmen, I then go for 6 trebuchets. So the 30 longbowmen have 3, and the 30 crossbowmen have 3. In fact, I ended up upgrading the crossbowmen anyway to the next one, which is, I think it's arbalisks. Or abelisks. I don't actually ever micromanage my fishing vessels, I just really leave them to it.
Ready.
Ready.
Greeting.
Okay, I basically just start upgrading absolutely everything. You know, I've got the resources to do it. That's the beauty with Deathmatch, is that you can basically just create the absolute stupid right from the word go, without any real issues. Okay, so that will be the second relic I now have. Voila. And that just enables me to have a little bit more gold. Okay, so I start upgrading to elite longbowman. Then I do start creating the trebuchets once I've done that.
Ready.
Yeah, there's the arbalists. Now I then move them up, just so they're ready.
Ready.
Ready. Grayton.
Greeton.
I don't think I actually ever built a navy in the end. Okay, so why did I build? Oh no, I did use them in the end. Yes, I created a load of trebuchets, and I also created
Greeton.
battering rams. And the battering rams I did end up using. I'm sure I sent them on a suicide run. In fact, I'm almost certain I did.
Yay. Ready.
Okay, that's the first 3 trebuchets.
Ready.
And that's who I use them with first. So these are the arbalists.
Yay.
Again, there's some more trebuchets being created. Start upgrading my battering rams to the capped ram. I don't think I can get the full upgrade for them.
Ready.
Okay, so here we go. I start kicking things off. I think at this point I just start upgrading absolutely everything. Even if I don't need it, I think I'll just do it anyway.
Ready.
Mandatum.
Mandatum. Yay. Yay. Mandatum.
Just keep shifting them back and forth to make sure it's completely out of the castle's range.
Ready. Ready.
Greeton. Greeton.
Alright, so
Mandatum.
let's go off there and let's watch the action unfold. Basically, all I'm doing at this point, I'm creating a load of villagers, and they're all going to go up here to take a load of wood. Never stood a chance. my one problem when it comes to these guys, these skirmishers. They're just such a pain, especially when the AI have them. They're an absolute nightmare. I mean, just look how much punishment they're taking. That was a shocking attempt. Oh yeah, then that gets involved. No, just... What do I even do with that in the end? Do I just leave that be? I think I do. I don't actually think I get the slightest bit interested. I know I do something incredibly dim. Ah, here we go. Here comes the next lot. This is something I very rarely do. I very rarely have two armies attacking one base. This is normally my strategy. And 9 times out of 10, it normally works. And basically, what this does, it just completely confuses the AI because they have no idea what to go and do with themselves. That's one trebuchet gone. Think. Do I actually ever replace it? I'm sure I do. Took me a while to realise that that tower was firing on my archers. Very surprised though I wouldn't actually replace them with trebuchets at that point. What a waste of time that was. Yeah, she did. So, in this entire time, the ally is, he's got a few things behind him. He's going to have a cheeky peek. He's building his chew canoes. He's got an army of battering rams. He loves his siege equipment. Actually, to be fair, that's not a bad army he's got there. He's got a decent mixture to counter most things. So yeah, that's not bad going. And he's only just gone to the Imperial Age, but because neither enemy actually have any army whatsoever, we're not really under any threat. Yeah, what a waste. Yeah, you did. Ah, there's my true trebuchets. Excellent. Jolly good. Do I build some more archers as well? Yes, I do. Oh, yeah, yes, very good. So I am quite clued on then, as it seems. So what do I do with you then? Oh, must you have you attacking the docks? Take out somebody's house. Doing. Clean the centre. I think under normal circumstances that would go through the roof and set everything on fire, and that would be destroyed with one solid hit. So, do I... Ah, that's what I do. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Just gonna say, what do I do? Why not just send the trebuchets and those archers down together? It's amazing. These things attacking buildings, accuracy is pretty much bob on. Attacking a gate, and it's just all over the show. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. Just like you. How can you miss? It's right in front of you. That was so dim. Why didn't I send them round there to avoid getting shot to hell by that? I'm sure I'll do a similar thing. Oh no, it gives up anyway. It just disappears. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. It's just a mess of bodies. Perfect crossover. Take out the bits in the air. I mean, as far as moderate games go, I mean, this one's definitely the easiest. I just march through and just take out absolutely everything. Splat. I mean, if I were the Koreans at this point, and I was getting attacked by this, I'd just go, well, there's nothing I can do. There's no unit I can create that can repel all of this at once, so I'll just end up resigning and calling it a day. Oh yeah, I walk in and steal all their gold. Yeah, just look at this, you got 6 trebuchets, 5 capped rams. What more could you want? Farmland around there in the snow. Come on, boys. think that was superb timing. He gets an unfortunate shot in him, but aside from that, absolutely no problem at all. Leave no trace of their existence. I don't know why the Persians feel compelled to come up and say hello, but for whatever reason they do. Wiped out, and wiped out. Absolutely no problems at all. I was about to double click on them then, but I realised that I can't. So another cheeky peek up here, and you can see my ally is now in the process of attacking. He's got the sieged ram fully upgraded. He's got basically he's got bits of everything. So he's just going to be a total pain in the backside to the enemy forces. Cool. I'll tell you what, that would have been a belter of a shot on him. Absolute stinker of a shot. Don't quite know where he's going. Oh, he's got ulterior motives. Just look at the arc. It's just sublime. Amazingly, the AI are still determined to see this through, even though I have basically wiped them completely out. They've got the castle that's remaining as their salvation. I think you're dead, love. I'm just putting it out there. I think you're toast. Yep, that rather ended that one. What did they possibly think was ever going to happen from that? And they still haven't resigned. What did they have that was causing me some problems? Must have been the barracks. Or it's those. I think it may have actually been those villagers. I think I end up sending some of my archers down to kill those villagers. And then, yeah, I send a villager down to do some repairing, and I think, yeah, send the monks down as well. But what I failed to realise was that the AI had gone and rebuilt all of this in my absence. So that was quite irritating. That was never going to work. Run away, fisherman. You're not wanted here. On you, on the other hand, you're welcome to die. In the drink. Ah, yes, I send them off to go and kill the villagers. Must bring the battering ram. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I send the battering rams down to do some dirty work. So, how's my ally doing? He's basically just being a real nightmare. Yeah, I don't think there's no one stopping that. I give those boys a chance to stretch their legs. And it was the longbow that won us the Battle of Agincourt.
Yay.
Why am I... Why have I? I've no idea, but you're now a hunter. That's cool. I think at this point I've just... I don't think I ever bring them in. I built them and never used them. I think I forgot about a lot of villagers during this. And that was the gate done. That's the villager dead. This is the Holberdeer. Whatever you bleed and pronounce your thingamabobbers. Oh, I researched them, didn't I? Who are you? Halberdiers. Yes. Okay, in come the monks to do the healing. In comes the villager to do the repairs on the trebuchets. I think I end up... I don't know if I build buildings down here. I might have done that in one of my older games. Okay, so let's see how Mallo's doing. He's close to breaking down the walls of Jericho. That's just a mess of siege equipment. Okay, he's basically all but broken in. I think I'll give my units a chance to be healed and repaired, and then I send them in to go and take out the Persians. Good shot. Oh, you've got to be careful. He's got to be careful with those. Cool, they're so close to firing on their own siege equipment. That's where you've got to be real careful with these. Real careful. Just wander on him. So, as you can see here, my monks are now doing the business. My villager is repairing my trebuchets. So, I think we're doing good. And me mouse. Back we come. No, I want you locked, don't I? So what are you doing around here then? your camera is not moving, you're up to something. Or does it not do it for that? Oh, doesn't matter. Right, I'll step back to me. There we go. Yeah, you see? Look at that. Look. This is what he's doing wrong. I know he watches these videos back anyway. Never put your infantry where your magnals are, well, your basically your artillery is going to be firing, because they will kill your own units. They kill your own, as you see what's just happened then. You're killing your own units and you're weakening your battering rams. So if anything, have your artillery. That's basically what these things are. Have them attacking completely different buildings. Trebuchets, no problem at all. You can have your trebuchets attacking your town centre, them attacking your town centre, everything attacking your town centre, and your trebuchets will only hit the town centre. With your onagers, they will take out anything. Just remember that. Okay, here we go. I start sending things down to have a little bit of fun. Trebuchets have been repaired. I've stolen the relic. Away he goes. That's the greens done as well. The greens didn't last anywhere near as long as the Koreans did. The Koreans had to wait until I basically wiped out everything, but the Spanish were just like, no, senor, we got siesta. And they siested, and they've just siested ever since after that. That was it. Be a long siesta for them. So I've now just helping myself to all the leftover resources that the Koreans had. I bring the trebuchets down to start having an attack. I think I'll then bring these ones down at some stage as well. You can see he's gone and built a navy as well, so he's actually covering everything quite well. And it should do it. There we go. I see movement. Yep, I bring down the second wave. So I have these guys moving up and around the far side, and I bring the obelisks down to here. And then I think I'll just send, once I destroy these gates, I'll just send everything into a frenzy. Bang, bang, bang. The great fish, the marlin. Whoop! Wait for it. Oi! I mean, look, the Persians spent so much time attacking the Spanish and the Koreans, and defending, but they just never built anything in reserve, so it just left them completely open. This game was so easy. I mean, really, the Koreans had a chance right at the top of the show, but if the AI had been just that little bit smarter, then it could have been a completely different kettle of fish. Okay, that's a trebuchet gone. Trebuchet? No. Archery range or town centre, or whatever that was, wasn't meant to pay attention. Interesting, you send them back. Why are you sending them back? No, just sending down one unit at a time was never going to work. No, boat! Dead boat. He is dead. Ah, yes, and here comes the next wave. You've got so far. Rest easy, brave warrior. I just love that arch. It's just beautiful. Bang! How you doing? Okay, yep, here comes the next little problem for them. I mean, honestly, they pose no threat to me at all. It was so easy. I'll give them the due that they utilised the woodland rather well, must be said. I love this. They're hiding behind the trees and they're just going to fire over the trees. Look at that. God, that's beautiful. And the fire begins. Bang, I love it. And again, over the trees. This one's my personal favourite. I think that's great. That beautiful arc. And there we go. I basically now I don't actually control my champions. I just let them walk straight in. I get my capture arms to do a few things, but I don't really pay much attention to them. I just leave these guys in a free-for-all. I must send the cavalry in at some stage, I'm sure I do. The villagers try and come up to repair the wall, and they keep my archers there. Because they can't come up and repair it. The town centre gone. I'm wiping out house after house after house. I've got my cat rams going on. I've got my trebuchets doing their own thing. I'm keeping the archers back here, just as insurance. Oh, yep, in come the cavalry. So they can have a bit of a hurrah as well. And then because I know all the villagers are now either in front of me or have been wiped out, such as you're about to be wiped out. But on Bowman get the final say. I can just keep bringing them up because I know I'm safe. And there we go. That is that. That is how we did it. We took out absolutely everybody. Moderate difficulty AI in quite quick. So yeah, all in all, that wasn't all that bad. That was jolly good. So we're going to have a look through the actual score there. So you can see I came out on top, but I was doing a lot of the donkey work in terms of getting some military defeat. My ally came in towards the latter end and took out the Spanish quite quickly, it must be said. Have a look at the army. You can see he actually had a bigger army than me, all told. You see, build units killed. The Persians killed a lot more units. I destroyed a lot more buildings. This building's lost 8 of them with the towers. Got a bits of trade. You can see that I collected the most amount of food, wood, stone, and gold. You can actually see the AI never actually. These guys never went for stone, wood, stone for you. Very little wood from the Spanish, which I find very surprising. Technology. You can see there the game time in which each civilization went through the ages. Society, number of castles, relic gold it's accumulated from mountain villages. Then the timeline. So, amount of villages you had as opposed to the amount of military. So they had Alex, my friend, had a massive spike in villagers and then started building a lot more military. Whereas I started with a lot more villagers and then it sort of started progressing from there on in. But yeah, all in all, not bad. That was most enjoyable. And the next game I do will be done in real time. So until next time, I shall see you all later. Take care, guys. Goodbye.